So let's start our webinar. Recording is now. Okay. So at the beginning of this webinar, some words about me and our company. It's me. I am Chief Executive Officer and one of the owners of MetalData.info company. I am a Doctor of Science of Metallurgy and have experience of working in Moscow Steel and Alloys Institute and the Research Institute for Technology of Machinery. So this field is my life, and I have a good experience in this, and I have a metallurgical education also. Our company is the same. We have the same specialist in our staff. All specialists have high education in metallurgy science, have experience in research institute, in industry. So this is our main business. This business was founded in 1991, so 26 years ago. And during this year, we collect information of world steel and non-ferrous grades and make or develop our software, which helps to work with this database in optimal way. So our main products are Win Steel and Win Alloy. This is Win Steel. This is international translator of world steel grades, and Win Alloy is the same software with information on non-ferrous metals and alloys. And this is some different, some other our products. Rust Steel. This is domestic product for our Russian market, and it includes in only Russian steel grades. Winplant Black and Winplant Red as the software for who are interested in CIS steel and non-ferrous markets. These products contain information about ranges of products of CIS or ex-USSR mills. So Winplant Black contains information about producers and ranges of products of steel mills, and Winplant Red contains information about producers of non-ferrous metals. And the last one product, its name is Get Great. This is software which is work joined with spectrometers. So we set up this software to read files with compositions which are developed by spectrometers. And on base of these files, the software will find grade designation by our database. At that, all the settings of the spectrometers, of all measurement errors and so on are taken into account. Today, I'll tell about two of our main products, Win Steel and Win Alloy. And this is information about, brief information about Win Steel on this slide. Now Win Steel database contains more than 275,000 steel grades worldwide, 52 countries, 9,400 standards are covered in this database now. And database contains information on chemical compositions of the grade, mechanical properties by different standards, and information about foreign equivalents. I show you all this in details. Win Steel is the same software, Win Alloy for, I'm sorry, the same software with information on non-ferrous metals and alloys. Now its database contains more than 170,000 alloys, and database of Win Alloy contains information on chemical composition and foreign equivalents only now. We have not information about mechanical properties in Win Alloy for the time being. Last year in July, we issued new versions, WinSteel 8 and WinAlloy 8. There are some differences from the previous versions. I don't describe this in detail, so you can only read this information. So this software is adapted for Windows 10, but can work under Windows 7, under Windows XP, under Windows 8, and so on without any problem. So let's start demonstration. I see your samples, and we will demonstrate on these samples. But at the beginning, I wish to explain you main principles, how to find a grade designation in the database. And I will use my own sample to show you. It will be better to show you our main principles which we use for search. So I should turn off the demonstration of the software. It's here. I think you see my screen now. So if you have any questions, please use the chat. During this demonstration, I can't see the chat during demonstration, but periodically I will stop, see your questions, maybe answer, and then continue. Okay? Okay. So before demonstration, I see. Okay. So this is main software window. This window, you can call it by this button, list of steel grades at the left. But this window is running automatically or appeared automatically when you run the software. This list consists of 3 parts. Here the list of all steel designations which are references in the software. The main idea of this list that every designation is appeared only once in this list. And here is my example why we do so. For example, we are looking for a steel grade with the name 10, 1, 0. Here under list of the grades, here the locate fields, and I just input 1, 0. The software will show you, will find, software found this grade designation 10. And here on the right part showed you possible variants. So we see that the steel grades with the designation 10 is included in several standards of different countries. This grade 10 is very popular in Russia. This is quality carbon grades such as European C10 and so on. And if we select this CIS country, highlight this grade designation, here is this composition. This software showed us that this grade is included in number of different standards, and we have several lines with references to different standards. And if we highlight any light, we see unique composition, which is slightly different from the base one. So all this string is connected with the unique composition. The grade 10 is used in China, for example. Also, if we highlight this or select any Chinese grade, we see that the composition is the same as for Russian grade. This grade is, or not now, was used earlier in Poland by old Polish standard. This grade was used in Bulgaria by old Bulgarian standard. And if we select these countries, we see that this is the same grade, but with reference to different standard. But now this grade is used in Europe also. And for example, if we select European standard here and highlight this steel with designation 10, we see that composition is different. And if we want to see what is the application of this grill, this is fasteners. This is fasteners, and the composition is different. The steel grade with the same name is used in Australia also, but if we see the composition of Australian grade by Australian standard, we see that the composition is different also. So the high content of manganese, for example, and high content of carbon. And this grade is used in UK also as European grades, but as maybe any old designation or any commercial designation, I'll show you here without reference to the standard. But if I highlight this composition, we see that the steel grades with designation 10 is stainless grade in Great Britain. So I think that you understand why we chose this two-step found of the grade. So at the first step, you find a grade designation here. You can use locator for this search, or you can use the search by part of the steel grade name. I'll show you later. And then here on this top right part of the screen or top right window, the software shows you the possible variants, and then you select country unit and the standard unit. And when you select the grade by two-step, these lower windows will show you information about grade. I think that you understand. If no, please use chat, and I'll return to the chat to show you samples. Or to find. Here, EN19. EN19, it will be the first one. This is old British designations. And let us see this grade. So I input EN. Or maybe a good chance to explain you the search by the part of grade name. So if you are searching for a steel grade by locator, you have to know the correct steel designations. So this is EN, and then maybe space or maybe without space. If I input space, I will not find these grades in the database, you see. But if I input without space, I think that we will find here this one. So this search by part of name, this is search by letters and figures only. All other symbols are ignored during this type of search. For example, if I input EN19, the software will show you all possible variants or all possible grades, which contains this combination of symbols EN19 in their designation. No, you see that here only one grade, but for example, if I input EN1, It will be a lot of different grades, and all these grades contain EN1, this combination EN1. So if you don't find a grade using locator here, you can use these types of search, that's the search by part of the grade designations, and then select the grade you need from this list. I see that you understand. Okay, we select EN, 19. We have some variants here. Let us compare. When you find a grade, it is possible to move this boundary between windows and to get more space for information about this steel grade. So there are some differences. Each string here is connected with unique composition, and maybe some difference in compositions, and here is subject to change by the agreement. Also, this is for different type of products, maybe some differences in composition, but the grade is the same, but maybe some differences in contents of mixtures, or maybe some little changes in content of elements, and so on. And here, this is information about this grade is presented in tree form. Here, this is information about composition. Then information about mechanical properties. Here, we can extract. There are two variants by this British standard. And this is maybe different. I think that is different supply conditions. This is for sections, and this is information about properties which are defined by standards for this grade, for products of this grade, sections with such dimensions and supply conditions. So as supply condition, as this is different, and so on. So all information from the standard is presented here, and only properties which are defined by standard, and so. And there is some other variants, maybe some additional information here, and this is information, for example, on heat treatment, and extracting all these three, you can get information on this grade. And here is, this is maybe some additional information about this grade. So this is the third line for cold finished bar. Maybe the second one for any quantity and temperature. So this is information about different products. So I think that it is very easy. You see that it's very easy to find this information. So you find a grade, then select a country and the standard, and get information about this grade here. Which information you can get in addition. Here is other designations of the grade. You input this one, 709M40. So you know that the different grades can have different designation, but it is the same grade, For example, for European grade, the European grades for designations of European grades used two possible ways. The first one, this is designations by figures and letters. And the second one, this is in German Wernsturm number. So each European grade had the unique number, one, then point, and four figures. And so you can find this grade in the database using any of its designations, and other designations will be presented on this page, other designations. And for example, for US grades, you know that there are a lot of different numbering systems in USA, such as AISI, American Institute of Steel and Iron, is used mostly for stainless grades. ASTM, American Society for Testing Materials, maybe SAE, Society of Automotive Engineers, and so on. MIL, maybe this is military, or FED, this is FED, federal, and so on. And the same grade can have different designations in these different numbering systems. And on this page, you will find the other designations of this grade. So the next tab, this is equivalence page. So this tab showed you equivalence of these grades in different countries. For example, if you are looking for China's equivalence of this grade, you have to select China and extract this branch of the tree, and the software will show you possible variants. There may be some differences, and you can highlight any of this grade from this list and compare this grade with the sample grades with the British EN19 grade. I show. We highlight this one, click here, the button here, compare the grade and its highlighted equivalents. And in the separate window, there is comparison of the grade. This is comparison of compositions, and it is better to compare using this in graphic mode. Here we can use this button. And green is British grade, red is Chinese grade, and this is comparison of content of carbon, of manganese, sulfur, molybdenum, chromium, and so on. I think that. So this all the impurity which is, or mixture which is defined in British grade, but is not defined in Chinese grade. Also, you can compare properties. This is properties by China standard, but there is a lot of different values by British standard, different sections. So we have to select the same heat treatment or sustained supply conditions to compare. Because no, maybe here I don't know exactly what this letters mean. Or maybe here it will be more close. I think you understand. Then you can select any other grade, maybe this grade with more content of manganese, but this one without manganese, and we can select this one. So maybe it will be better. Oh, but this is not good for molybdenum, not good for molybdenum. And so on. These grades have with Z at the beginning have different applications. This is grades which are used for castings, I think, here. Yes, steel castings. It maybe have similar composition, but of course you have to take into account application of this grade to select the grade which are used for casting and the grades which are used for producing of rolled products. So this software will show you possible variants, and then you select the best variant for you, taking into account application of the grade and comparison of compositions and properties. And here I want to show you one other possibility or other feature. In some cases, this page of equivalence doesn't contain any information. You will see encryption that this grade doesn't doesn't have foreign equivalence. What to do in this case? In this case, it is possible to try to find a similar grade by comparison of compositions and properties. To go to this type of search, you have to click this button with a glass at the right when you are on equivalence page here. And this type of search can be executed in two modes. The most easiest is automatical mode. We use the special smart algorithm here, and this algorithm was developed by GetGrade software, which works with spectrometers. And the main idea of this automatical search, they find a similar grade by composition. You can, this is the search by all elements at once. All elements are marked here for search, and you can add properties if you need also. And you select country for search, for example, China. And if you know standard, Chinese standard, you can select it. If you don't know, you can don't select. And here the search, this is a search by all Chinese grades. Okay, so this result shows us that there are not very close Chinese grades. There are Chinese grades with very close composition. What to do in such case? In such case, the software can offer you to try to find similar grade in expert mode. This is not so quickly as in automatical mode, but you can select your own elements for search in this case, set up different conditions of search for different elements, and these types of search enables you to find the similar grades, or maybe you will find while the similar grades doesn't exist, which content of which elements prohibit to find this grade in this automatical search. So we click this button and go to expert mode. So only one element is included by default. This is base element ferrum, and then we select elements for search, for example, carbon. Then select search by range. This is search by this range from 036 to 044. This is content of these elements. You can correct this values without any problems, and click this input button at the bottom. And this carbon is included in the search. Then we see this composition. We see chromium with high content of chromium. Add chromium in the search by range. The same for molybdenum. Maybe the same by manganese. And we see that this grade contains lead. We can add lead also. And here, the content of nickel is less than 0.4% only. So this grades this element is admixture in these grades, and to exclude the grades with high content of nickel from this grade from this search, we have to include nickel in the search also. But for such cases, for such admixtures, we have the special search mode admixture, and I select admixture, and nickel will be admixture during the search. It means that the nickel can be lack in the equivalent, or maybe the small content, minimum. I think the maximum content is 0.5, 0.5. Okay, let's try. Let's try without lead first time, and we can add this element if we need. We see some Chinese grade, but let us return and add lead also. But the main problem is in the content of lead. So we can't find the similar, the same grade in Chinese as the Chinese grades with similar content for these other elements doesn't contain lead. So then we think about, is lead the famous element for us or not? If the lead is the famous for machinability, of course, we made a conclusion that there are not the similar or equivalent in China. If we select the grade, maybe one moment, I return here. This one, this is fourth string. This content of lead 0.12 to 0.35, but I think for this one we have no lead. So and explanation is here. This fourth line, that the grade for improved machinability, and to improve machinability, lead should be added. But if we select this one and repeat the search, China, click here, expert mode, input these elements, manganese, chromium, and nickel as admixture. And select China. Sorry. So we have now 29 grades. I think that this, not all grades are similar. If we compare, for example, these grades have different content of carbon. This is 34, but this one 42. So then you can add new elements for the search. If maybe some equivalence contains of, for example, for this one, this grade contains of boron. And to exclude these grades, we have to add boron in the search. I think the same for this one. What is... So it is possible to add new elements, and these elements are presented in this branch, other elements. We select boron and marked as admixture. And if we repeat the grades with content of boron will not included. Oh, it's included. I'm sorry. So for this case, we have to use some additional settings for admixtures. Maybe later I'll explain. Sorry for these other elements. For these other elements, here we see. Maybe I'll explain you using a dashboard. I see South African equivalents. Okay. Let's repeat the search, but I explain. Here is a whiteboard. Sorry. What is the main idea of this search? For example, this one. This is content of an elements in the source grade. And for example, this is content of these elements in equivalent. And we see that there is some intersection of these intervals of these ranges. And during the search, the software find such intersections for different elements. But in some cases, we have such. This intersection is very little, or maybe the maximum content of one element is equal to minimum content of the other elements. If you don't have equivalence, we can take into account such cases. But if you have a lot of equivalence, you have to select the grades with more close compositions. And we have to should have some tool which enables us to exclude such variants. And this is one possible. Another possible, this one. For example, different stainless grade 304 and 304L, the same composition except of content of carbon. In the first case, content of carbon is 0.08, and in the second case, content of carbon is 0.03. So we should have a tool which can differ this grade, one grade, grade 304 and 304L. And in the software, we have two coefficients. Here, maybe. It's not a very good picture, but I think that you understand. So this is first coefficients, defined the intersections of these ranges. And the second coefficients, this is for this case. And the second coefficients defined the I tell you, but I have not started the demonstration, but I don't see your feedback. I'm sorry. Here, I'm sorry. Once more, because I draw the pictures, but you don't see it. Once more. This is the first picture where I explain the search algorithms, and during these search algorithms, the intersections of ranges are defined. And here there some cases here when this intersection is very little. And this is illustration of content of carbon in the grade 304 and the grade 304L. And so we have two additional coefficients. This first one, this coefficients define the intersection of these ranges, and this is for this coefficient for this case, and the second coefficients here and here define the range, possible range discrepancy. So I will show you where these coefficients are input in the software. And we will return to demonstration of desktop. So here, for example, for carbon, here this is additional parameters. Minimum range coincidence, this is the first coefficient. By default, if we select this checkbox additional parameters, by default, it is equal to 50%. So the minimum range coincidence is should be not less than 50% or half of the interval of the source grade. So the content of carbon in here is from 0.36 to 0.44, and this range will be 0.08, and the coincidence should be no less than half of this interval or half of this range. And the second coefficient is here, maximum range discrepancy. By default, it is 100%. So the by default content of carbon can be 0.36 minus this the long of this range, 0.08, or 0.44 plus 0.08. So this is maximum possible content. You can change these coefficients. So if you input the content, for example, of 80%, you will toughen the search condition. If you input 30%, the search condition will be more soft. For these coefficients is the if you use the value with, for example, 150, you toughen the condition or harden condition of the search. If you reduce this coefficient, for example, to 50 or to 30, I'm sorry. If if this coefficient is increased, the search conditions are more soft. If you reduce this coefficients, the soft conditions are more hard. So we can use these coefficients to reduce a number of found grades. Let us input this for all elements and see what will be the results. If you don't understand, I will show you once more. And we change South Africa, I'm sorry. Here, South Africa, and we'll find the, try to find equivalence in South Africa. But we have a lot of grades in China, but we don't have the similar grades in South Africa. I don't know what is the reason, and in this case, we have to exclude these additional parameters, or maybe exclude some elements to know what is the reason why we will not find them great with same composition in South Africa. The same result. No, I don't know. We can exclude maybe some elements. Or maybe we have not a lot of South African grades here. Maybe I know that some European standards are used in South Africa as your national standard. Is this correct? But do you have do you see video now or not? Do you have video now or not? Danny, I need feedback from you to continue. Unfortunately, I can't to show the software and see the chat at the same time. Danny, do you hear me? You should hear me now and see my screen. Mhm. One, two, three, four, five. Here is a demonstration of software. Okay, let us continue. Let us continue. Sorry, we can't find this equivalent in South Africa now. And my previous question was, because we have, if we select here this list of grades and select the all South African grades from this database, this list will contain only, I'm sorry, we should, this one. So the grades by the South African standards, and I see that you use the same grades as in Europe, and so if we can't find the equivalent of this grade in South Africa, we can try to find this equivalent by European standard. So maybe let us see once more. This is, it's not this grade. We return to EN 19, not South Africa, but all countries, and go to equivalent page and try to find South Africa here. Here we don't see South Africa. So in this case, we go to the search by comparison of compositions and properties. I think that in this, and add elements for search. I think that the main problems may be in molybdenum content, but I'm not sure. Manganese, then chromium. Let us try by these 4 elements. Here, South Africa. It is not success, but without manganese. It's the same. Oh. But I think that this is not good. I think that this grade had a large content of carbon, and this is the main problem in this case, because we will find yes, chromium without carbon. Oh, and we see. So the main problem is content of carbon. Is content of carbon, and if we exclude carbon from the search, we find a lot of different grades. No, so I showed you these tools, and when you test the software or use it, you can use these tools to find, to compare, and so on. So this is only possibility to try to find the grades with similar compositions and similar properties. Here we can add additional parameters, for example, for all elements. But except of carbon here. And step by step, oh, it's not, it's some problems with these parameters. So element by element, we set up and try to find the grade with the most possible closed composition. So we should use another coefficients to reduce a number of found grades. Here, this is, I think that problem in manganese content. Here this is 1.7 maximum, and here this is a range. We can add properties, for example, in the same way. Yield strengths, tensile strengths, and so on. I think that we have not more, but near 30 only. So step by step, using this tool, we can find the grades with similar composition and properties, and then when you find it, you have to see the application, and this is a reference to standard, and this is hot rolled products, and so on. Well, I think that it is enough about this sample. Maybe we will consider another one. Three chromium 12. We have such grades as only US grade, not reference to South African grade. But this is high content of chromium, very high. And if we compare this British, so it is possible to compare two different grades from the database. Here, if you click this button, the information on these grades grade will be shown in a separate window. And this information of 3 chromium 12, and here we will find EN 19 and the same this grade, and you can compare this information, and we see, yes, this is 1112 content of chromium, but this is only near 1%. So this is not are not equivalent. Or maybe your own grade is different to this American grade. What does mean chromium 12? Near 12% or near 1.2%? So maybe let us see other grade from your list. S317. You mean the stainless grade? SS. Because this abbreviation SS can mean the stainless steel and or Swedish standard in Sweden. If stainless AC grade, here the information we can find. Oh, it's interesting grade. It's not stainless only. This is grade by international standard ISO. What is the standard? This is for welders, electrodes. But if we see USA, it will be stainless grade, yes. With such compositions, and we can see properties of the grade by different ISTM standards. Maybe with some additional information and so on. So different ISTM standards which defined different kind of steel products define different areas of properties and different requirements depending of the product. Here the list of equivalents, and we can see South Africa here, and this grade I think will be equivalent. We can compare here, compare in graphic mode. Oh, only differences in molybdenum content. So this is the most close. Or we can try to use the search by comparison of composition to find the maybe any other grades. This one, I think that maybe it will be better. This one, okay, it's really better. It's really better, and comparison is better for this grade. But the problem in the content of carbon, so maybe this grade, if we use the designation of AISI, the designation will be 317L, not because this is low content of carbon. But it's good for content of other elements. Don't see any extra questions. And I want to show you some maybe additional features which will be useful when you will test the software. So here it is possible to select or set up the fonts for different branches or different sections of this tree. It is very easy to do this. For example, we use this proportional font for compositions. And so if we use this font, this information is presented in table form. And if you wish to change it, you have to click the right mouse button. This is change style, and select a font you prefer. Oh, I have in Russian here. This is you select the font. You select which will be font, bold or italic, and so on, and the size of this font. And it is possible to select this font for compositions, for properties, for some other branches of this tree, and to present this, for example, for additional information, we have this small italic font, and so. So it is possible to set up and select the fonts you need. It is possible to here, for example, to enable or disable some information in this tree. For example, we see that this is properties by different standard, but you need the properties only by ASTM A213. And so, for example, you can use the disable all and then enable this one, only this standard. And oh, not here. This is only one line here. I think enable. And if you print or save this information in a file to use in other applications of Windows, here the button for printing. This is for saving, and information only on this selected standard will be saved or printed. So the last tab here in information about a grade. This is a field where you can input your own information about this steel grade. You have to click this button, then input your own information, and click this button once more. And this information is saved, and it will be on the hard disk of your PC, and you will use this information when you need. And in this type of search by composition and properties I showed you, it is possible to search by, we call it as a search by application. And this search by application may be executed by designations or names of standards and by these node fields. Oh, maybe I showed you on other sample. Other buttons in this left part of the screen. This one, this is list of steel grades. The second one, list of standards. It is possible to find a grade you need by standard. For example, you're looking any ASTM standard, you know the standard, but don't know the grades which are included in the standard. For example, this one. So the software will show you the designation of the standard. This is for forging, for example, and all grades which are included in the standard, and you select the grade you need and get information about it in such way as in the list of steel grades, or in when you search a grade by its designations. So there's different classes and so on. This the search button. This is the search by composition and properties. We used for this search the similar algorithm as I showed you, but this is a search from zero. For example, you have any composition, you don't know what is the grade, you can input this composition manually, and the software will find you possible grades with content of such elements. Or you are looking for grades with some values of mechanical properties. For example, we are looking for the grade with yield strength more than 1,000. 1,000 to 2,000, and maybe it will be the most cheapest grade. The most cheapest, it means that this is not stainless grade, and so the grades without chromium and nickel. So we select this element and mark them as admixtures. So not allied grade with a value of yield strength more than 1000 megapascals. It will be a lot of grades. It's only a sample. But this is searched by all database. See, it takes 1 minute, maybe less, or too many grades, because when the software find more than 500 grades, the search is interrupted, and the software shows you the found grades. I don't know. We have in South Africa also, yes, some grades. And here, properties by European standards. And so some branches are marked with these green signs. So this properties value is only on these branches. So for thicknesses up to 50 millimeters, we see yield strength more than 6 at 90. So by default, this more than 6 and 90 means that the maximum value is not very high. We have coefficient 1.5. So minimum is 690 and maximum will be no more than 1000. So we have to 690 multiplied to 1.5, it will be maximum value. And for example, for these thicknesses, is also good, but more than 100 millimeters, if we 630 multiplied to 1.5, the value will be less than 1000. So we can toughen these conditions also if you need using this coefficients, additional parameters. Here, if we select this checkbox, and so we will exclude the grades with little range coincidence. Now we have not more than 500, but we don't see South African grades here now, but we can see European grades, for example. And so on. This is only a tool. This is more than buying sorting hundreds. It's only a tool which helps you to find what you need. You can check it. So the next button here, it is disabled now. This is a notepad, and you can save any grade during your session of working with the software in this notepad. For example, you select several grades. Here, you select the grade, select here, and click this button. Oh, not this one, it's the same as notepad. And the grade, information of this grade is copied to this notepad. You can select any other grade, copy X2. And then to do the same operations over all the grades which are included here. 3 grades, you can print all of them or save in a file and so on. This button, this is a settings, and it is possible to set up software, different kinds. You can select font scale. You can select default font for all windows at the same time. You can prohibit to change style in the tree, for example. If software is used in the network, you can set up and then these fonts and prohibit to set up to other users. So it is possible to this one. If you select this one, checkbox put into set start up, the software will be loaded in the database or in the database of your PC, in memory of your PC when you reload or load your PC. Because you see that the search is very quickly, but all the database in the memory. And so to load this a very large database, we need a time. And it is possible to run the software when you load your PC. And here, if PC is not used, it icon is minimized in the tray here, and you will find it here if you select this one. You can flash all the settings and so on. This one, this is help. Unfortunately, it is not available now because we need a time now. We are finishing to make a manual to translate it from Russian to English and so on. And this one, this is interesting, a new tool. We will add some new possibilities here, but now this is a converter of physical quantities. So using this converter, you can convert values in metric system to British imperial systems, or from British imperial to metric system. So you select any one, input the value in meters, and 1 meters is 3.80 28 feet. So do you have any questions? Oh, Carl, I see you online, but you was not from the beginning. Carl, maybe you have Eddie your sample, and I will show you the software on your sample, because we so the samples of Dania. Carl, do you hear me? Use the chat to answer. Dania, do you have any questions, or we will see other samples? I need feedback. Continue. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay, but if you hear me now, please give me any your grade, any your sample, and I'll show you the software on your sample. Maybe repeat some. Yes, please give me. Okay. 070 M20 here. I will close, and this one. So this one, yes. So this is a composition of this grade. This is information about properties. Two variants are possible. Sections of different dimensions, and so different properties for these sections. Maybe some additional information about this heat treatment. And this is variant 2, differences for. Oh, I see. So this information is taken from the standard. Calculated properties, this is density, and this density is calculated by this content of different elements. So this is only reference information. And this is composition properties information about the standard. Maybe some additional information called finished bar. And this one the same with reference to the same standard, but I think that it will be a different application. Yes, this is with improved machinability, and I think that this composition is not the same because the lead is added for this second grade. It's the same name, but different compositions. So we have two different lines in this box. So this is other designations of the grade. So this is list of equivalents. I don't know which country to show you. I can see. We don't see South Africa because Danny is from South Africa. Maybe by European standard here, the European grade. So I think that this is the quality carbon grade. And we can select anyone from this list, click this button at the right, and to compare compositions. This is British grade by this standard British, this is by European standard. And we can compare, for example, the compositions in graphic mode. Green is British grade, red is European, and this is comparison of by elements. I think that's good comparison, and well, this is simple carbon grade. We can compare the properties. Also, we see, for example, the standards to take into account the application, but this is common standard for all kinds of products. And this is properties by European standard, and this is different kind conditions. Plus N means normalized, and Q and T quantity and temperature, and the properties for different thicknesses. This is diameter, this is for bars, and flat product thicknesses for flat products. And so on. You can compare, select, and so on. And I showed the possible another variants to show not maybe exact equivalent, but a similar grade in case the equivalent doesn't exist. So this button show enables us to go to this mode. This is search by comparison of compositions and properties. And this search can be executed in two modes. The most easiest is automatical mode. It is very easy. You select a country for search, or maybe all countries at the same time. No, I think it will be a lot of, because this is simple grade. Yes. if the software finds more than 500 grades, the search is interrupted. And this is maybe Chinese grade or Russian grade. That's the grades with similar composition. You could add properties in this search also. This using this yield strength, tensile strength, and so on. If this automatical search doesn't give you any result, you can find the equivalent in expert mode. This is not so simple, more complicated. Click this button to go to expert mode. And in this mode, you select element for search yourself. For example, carbon, select, and then maybe manganese. To exclude grades with high content of stainless or alloy grade, we have to select chromium and nickel. But for because this is only small content, for such cases we have special mode and mark this as admixture. It means that the chromium may be lack in the equivalent, or its content will be small, and you can set up this value if you need, but in most cases it not need. Well, maybe we select molybdenum also and marked it in same way. So I think that it will be a lot of grades. I showed you, for example, in Europe, more than 500, and it is possible to toughen the search condition using the coefficients here. This is additional parameters, and it is possible to input the minimum range coincidence value. So 50% means that this coincidence of content of an elements in source grade and in equivalence is not less than 50% or half of the interval of source grade. So if content of carbon in source grade is 0.16 to 0.24, so the content, the possible content carbon of this element in equivalence will be so this 0.24 minus 0.16, it will be 0.08. Half of this interval will be 0.04. So possible range will be from 0.12, so 0.16 minus this half of intervals, 0.12 to 0.28. So this coefficients means this one. This is maximum rigidity discrepancy. This coefficient for to differ the grade, for example, 304 and 304L. This is stainless grades with the content of carbon in 304 0.08, and but content of carbon in 304L 0.03. So to differ this grade, this second coefficient is used. No, maybe I showed you in the recording because I explained this in pictures earlier. So if we include these additional parameters, the number of found grades will be reduced, and step by step we will try to find the grades with the most closest composition. this one. And you see that all the grades with the list of equivalents C22 or C20 are in this list. Maybe this list contains some other grades. This one, this is the grade for boiler, but we can include this by composition, for example, or maybe add properties in the search. It is also possible. And step by step we will find a similar grade. One extra thing which I didn't explain earlier in this search, this search can be executed by composition, by properties, and by here we see search string. This is this search type of search with can take into account application of the grade. I'll show you this now. So this is a search. This search is possible by information on the grade from the database. Mostly these are the names of standards. So, for example, you are looking for grade which are used for forgings or manufacture of forgings, and you can input in this string, for example, forge. Oh, sorry, I should select by fragment and forge. And during the search, only standards which includes this word in their designations will be taken into account. And it is possible to search in this in data on grades only from our database or in nodes fields. Nodes fields, this is information. Here I showed you this one. So this is a field where you can input your own information about any grade. And the search by these node fields is available, or both by information from database and node fields. This is the first kind of search, and the second kind of search. This is search with using of regular expressions. So in some cases, the search only by one word is not enough. For example, you are looking for a grade for tubes. You know that maybe in English, maybe tubes, maybe pipes. And there are not the strong boundary between these two words. So it is possible to use expressions in this case and input pipe. Sorry. Then this vertical line means or, the or, pipe or tube. And in this case, the standards with word pipes and the standards with word tubes will be taken account, both pipe and tube. And it is possible to, for example, you are looking for stainless grade which are used to manufacture of tubes. So there will be two words, stainless and tubes. And in this case, you can use expression, the function and. So tube and stainless. It is not so simple. It is not so simple because as only one symbol for function or, but it is possible. No, maybe if it is interesting for you, I'll give a part from the manual where we explain this function, and you can use it also. And this the search by application or this string is possible in this case where we try to find similar grades by comparison of composition properties and taking into account application of this grade. And here, when we search a grade from 0, So here it's the same algorithm are used, but we should input composition, properties, and this search string manually. Так, so let's. Так, China. Carol. Unfortunately, I can't see chat and demonstrate at the same time, so I have to stop and see. Equivalence in China. Okay, no problem. This great, and we are looking equivalence in China. Here, this one. Oh, this is grade 20. It's very popular grade Chinese. This is references to different standards, and compositions are slightly different from standard by standard. And here you compare this grade and this one information about standard, and you this standard GB 6479. This is standard for tubes, for example, for high pressure. And maybe this other standard. So you have to see this is for tubes also. This one. I don't know which application do you need. Oh, maybe this sheets and strips if you need. So for sheets and strips, it is better to use this grade, and maybe you see that the composition are similar. So green is British, red is Chinese. Maybe there are some differences in content of manganese, but we have this coincidence. So here for manganese, 0.5 to 0.9, here maximum 0.65. And this grades with A, it's Chinese for this all grades use the same designations as in Russia, and in Russia A means the more clean grades with a low content of sulfur and phosphorus. Also, you see that all the grades are similar. You can compare properties also if you need, but I don't know now what this variance means, and so you have to extract the branch which depends of the conditions of this standard to get information and to compare. Так, return, yes. EN3A, but what? This one, this is British grade, yeah? Yes, let us. Or maybe use this one. This is for Carl. This is string. This is search by locator, and to find a grade by locator, you have to know its designation as in our database. But this is the search by part of name of the grade, and this is a search by figures and letters only. So if I put input EN3A, there will be the grades with these combinations. This one, yes, only this British grade. But if without, for example, A, there are all the grades from the database with these combinations. I'm sorry, combinations of this EN3. Here we see EN3, EN3, and so on. So if you or here, grade EN3. This is grade by ASME standard. So if you don't find a grade by locator, it is better to try to find by this part of its name. And if you looking for this, if you're using these types of search, it is possible to change or replace to unknown symbols by if you for one unknown symbols you can replace it with question sign here. So it will be the grades with EN3, and then the fourth symbol can be any. Or if a group of symbols is can be replaced by this sign asterisk. So question sign replace only one symbol. The asterisk replaces a group of symbol, and from this group can contain from 0 to any quantity of symbols. It is useful this search in case, for example, you receive a fax and don't understand what is the symbol, maybe 2, maybe 7, or maybe letter Z. Or you can replace this unknown symbol by question sign, and software will offer you the possible variants in this case. So, do you have any questions? Or maybe we will finish and I inform you about the possible variants in which software is available, and about the free or trial operation with the software, and about our special offer. I don't see the questions, so I return to okay. So we will return to here to presentation. So several words about possible yes, it is possible, but I think maybe it is better maybe to write or communicate in Skype, but I show you my Skype. So this software WinSteel is available in three forms: WinSteel 8 Base, Prof, and VIP. The main differences are in content. Yes, I'll give you at the end. So I showed you WinSteel 8 Prof. This database of WinSteel 8 Prof professional version contains information on composition of the grade, on mechanical properties, and on foreign equivalents. So WinSteel 8 base contained information only on compositions of the grade and equivalents. So information on steel properties is not included in this version. WinSteel 8 VIP, it is WinSteel 8 Prof plus several our additional maybe service functions such as education, maybe personal manager, and so on. We send the data updates in ordinary case you download from our website, and for users of WinSteel 8 VIP, we send these data updates on memory sticks and so on. WinAlloy, this is software on non-ferrous metals, but this software contains only information on compositions and equivalents, foreign equivalents. And by term of license, it is possible CD version or subscription. CD version, the license is unlimited, but we need to send you CD-ROM with the software, printed manual, and USB security device. We send it by express mail, use UPS, and this license is unlimited. You can use the software all the time, but support only for first year is included. Then after this first year, as you need, if you wish to prolong your support, you pay, but not the whole price, or only maybe 20% of this initial price, and you prolong your support for the next year. And for this CD version, it is possible without any problems to move software from one PC to another PC. You install the software on another PC and use this USB security device, insert to this second PC, and work with the software on this second PC. Subscription, this is subscription for 1 year only. And in this case, it is possible to start to operate with the software very quickly, maybe in 20 minutes, because in this case, we do not need send you anything by mail. You download the software from our website, then install on your PC, then run a small utility with name of activation. This utility defines a unique number or unique code of your PC, and on base of your code, we create your name and activation code. You input this name and activation code in the correspondent fields before your first run of the software, and you run with the software during a subscription period. And the main problem in this case that the software is tied to your PC, and it is not possible to move it from one PC to another PC. So we understand that there are possible some cases when your PC is maybe is broken, or maybe there were cases when our customers lost their PCs. For such cases, we give two activations, and you can install the software on two PCs at the same time, or keep the second activation for possible changes of your PC during your subscription period. Yes, I answer for all questions. I see them, but later. So this is the cost. This is the cost of CD version and the cost of subscriptions in euros and US dollars. Of course, the subscription is cheaper, but you for the subscription case, you have to pay this amount, or maybe with some discount every year. For CD version, you pay the, for example, fee 90 euros as initial price, and now the cost of the support is 160 euro only per year. This is for single version. And here about our support, we add in our we constantly track issue of new standards and add new information in our database. And every quarter we issue new data updates, and these data updates are available for all our users in bounds of our annual support service. And these data updates are downloaded yourself from our website. It is possible to send them by mail, but at additional price. Then the support includes our technical support. So we will answer to all your questions regarding to installing the software, working on your software or in your network, and so on. And our information support. For example, if you don't find any grade, you contact us. If this grade is included in the database, we will show you how to find it. If this grade is not included, we will try to find if it's possible, and we will find this grade, give you information, and add this grade in the database, and it will be available in the next data update. So this is for a CD version. Support during first year is included, and from second year, by your wish, the software will work on your PC in any case. But if you don't prolong your support, you will work with out of date data, because you will not able to download the quoted data updates. So I promised a free trial for all participants of this webinar, and there are conditions of the free trial. Participated in the webinar or see its recording. The second one, you have to complete small form to give us information about your company. It's not very hard. And the third condition start before the end of May. So we understand that you maybe have a lot of work or be out of office during some period or be on your vacations. So if you can't start before the end of May, you can start later. But in this case, we ask you to inform us about it. Only inform. We ask you to find a week for free trial when you will be able to see the software. So we had some cases when we give this trial, free trial, then call or email after this trial, ask about impressions, and this guy answered me that, oh, I had a lot of work and I can't see your software. So we don't want such as more, so ask you to select this week when you will have time to test the software. And some maybe items how to start your free trial. So you inform me by email a date you wish to start. Then we send you instructions and a link to the page of our website from which you can download the software. And this page will contain the detailed instruction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all your steps. Then you download the software from our website, install it on your PC, and run this small activation utility, which defines a unique code of your PC. That's the same as for subscription. But trial is a subscription for 1 week. On base of this code, we will create and email you your name and code. You input this name and code before first run of the software and operate with this software without any restriction during a week. And this is our special offer. It will be two offers. The first one is for all who are now in leave and who will see our software, see the recording of this webinar. This first special offer is valid during a month. So if you purchase or subscribe for WinSteel 8 Prof, we will give you 20% discount for WinAlloy. This is a software for non-ferrous, and WinPlant Black. I explained at the beginning of this webinar, this is software with information on um, ranges of steel products of CIS steel mills. So if you are interested in a Russian, Ukrainian, and so on market, this software will be useful for you. So this one or this one. This is non-ferrous alloys, and this is information about producers and ranges of products with possibility to find who can produce products you need. So this is valid during 1 month, and this is for all participants of the webinar. We will have 2 webinars today. The first one now, and the second one will be for American market in the evening. And so this is for all. The second offer is only for you. So for who are in leave now, and this second special offer is valid during a week only, during a week, not a month, but during a week. And if you purchase during a week Win Steel 8 Prof, we will give you Win Alloy or Win Plant Black by your choice for free. So during a week, you can have possibility to get 2 products by price of 1 product. So Win Steel 8 Prof, the cost in euros, CD version 5 and 19. The cost of Win Alloy is 3 and 90, but you will have possibility to get Win Steel and Win Alloy at price of 590, 590. I think you understand. And here, this, no, you know my email address. There, here is my Skype. You can contact me by Skype. Olivia, answer to your questions. The recording will be available, but our today's webinar is slightly funny because we have some interruptions and so on. I'll send it you, but I think that I will not send it to other persons. Maybe the my second webinar will be better and more people will participate in it. So after this webinar, I'll send you email with a link to. It will be possible to see the recording on YouTube, or if you wish to see it offline, I'll send you a link to download it. And this my message will contain a link to this small form which you have to complete to start your trial. The form with information about your company. Do you have any questions? But I have questions. Is our software interesting for you? Okay, thank you. Okay, I am waiting for your information when you wish to start your trial. Today, later, I'll send you email with all links. And please think about our special offers. So I think it will be very interesting to get 2 kinds of products at price of only 1 products. And Yes, Danny, I will repeat. I sent you these prices earlier. I will repeat, of course. So if I will be, I maybe turn off my microphone, but I will be online. And if you have any questions, you can use this chat. Bye-bye.